I'm a single mom. Simple tasks were super hard. It could be a challenge. It's like getting out the door. Sometimes you could be getting out the door for 30 minutes. Or just showers, or the simple little things are just not so simple. And the shower was where I cried. There's days where I just felt like I just couldn't do it. What does that say, Dalton, on the wall there?
I'm raising a child with autism. What's your superpowers?
And who has autism?
Me.
Oh. Dalton was diagnosed with autism when he was like 18 months old.
Autism is a developmental disability. It affects a way a person may perceive or respond to the world around them. The CDC is reporting that 1 in 59 children are diagnosed with autism.
We noticed when he was a year, he wasn't talking. He was nonverbal for a long time. Basic needs, were hard to get met. So that brought issues like anger, and communication was very hard.
Some things that people find easy, someone on the spectrum might find a little more difficult, such as building relationships, sensory processing, how they retain information or express information or their needs. They may struggle with language or routines. In fact, a lot of people have different impairments.
He can hear so many things, so there's certain things that is painful for him. We didn't have a car, so we'd take the bus a lot. Just being friendly, just saying hi, and he would ask questions, how old are you? And they would act like it was so bothering them, and some people would make comments about this child needs to be disciplined. Like at the Christmas party or things like that, when other kids would get certain gifts maybe that he wanted, and we didn't have a good communication system set up, and sometimes we'd have to just leave. And this was during the summertime, and we needed food, and we'd heard about the Salvation Army, and they were just a couple blocks away. And they were setting up for Vacation Bible School, and they told us, you should come back tonight. It was the first night. I'm used to my daughter being invited to a lot of places and not him. And I said, well, even him, they're like, yes, of course. They were just like, they're so welcoming. And I went back the next night. I think it was like third or fourth night. They both, asked Jesus into their heart.
In preparation for our outing in a couple weeks, I think we'll start with the regular tent for backpacking.
Oh, pull to the tent right here?
Yep.
I think we need to put...
Yep, now you do the same thing to this pole.
A few of the struggles that Mom would normally have was worrying about him being accepted. She's fought so hard for different things in school, for him wanting to be in the band, and just how the kids are treating him.
I just want my kids to know that they're safe, that they're loved, that they can come to me.
Communication is the first and probably one of the most important ways to reach out to the families and express that they are wanted and that they are loved and that they are accepted within our programs.
He's just really adapted, and the kids have just accepted him.
They're doing the most good is just so appropriate because it's outpouring, I guess, of love. I just feel from them all the time still. Like with his hearing, I'm just amazed. I don't even understand all you could play 5 keys on piano and he'll tell you every one what they are.
I'm good at drums, I'm really good at piano, but I'm good at guitar, really good at guitar.
He loves his guitar, never leaves his side. He takes it everywhere. In fact, he takes it to school.
I love music because I like the sound of the music.
Just very talented young man for 16.
Oftentimes we wait until there's a problem to start communicating with families. We should start communicating right off the bat. Their family member might need someone to be assigned to care for that person specifically.
When he stands up and he starts kind of walking and pacing, and we've even had like our worship leader have him, step into the chapel and kind of practice his guitar. We can help calm him back down.
When he get a tiny bit angry, he said, take a deep breath.
They were able to step in and calm him and talk to him and to redirect him.
Our worship leader, Phil, he met him, and Dalton just adored this man. He really just encouraged him to come and join the worship team.
Phil would just stand by his side and mentor him and teach him praise and worship and how to be on stage in front of the congregation, and just really took him under his wing.
That was his first probably attachment to a person, and he just loves him.
Dalton is actually now the lead guitarist in our praise and worship team.
Marcos, go ahead and bring us in, and then Dalton, you'll follow in guitar. Until I lay my head.
You're never gonna let me down. Good.
Every month, we allow him to pick his own songs and to lead praise and worship. It's been a real good fit just because of the fact that he just enjoys singing to God, enjoys playing any type of instrument.
It's good to praise God.
It's really special, and our congregation just really loves it. Having him up there, it's given him a sense of purpose, I think. It really just comes down to loving them and accepting them, for who they are, recognizing what are their spiritual gifts, what are their strengths, for figuring out where can they get plugged in. To me, that's just really special, just seeing how these other teenagers just kind of took him in and they love him like a brother, and just the way they interact with him is really neat.
At church, I have a lot of friends.
And since going there, he had his first sleepover. I mean, that was like a big deal,
It's really exciting to see him grow and build those friendships and those relationships and that security of the core and knowing it's a safe place. It's just one big family for him.
They just took us all in like their own. They were able to fulfill the need that my kids had for a positive male role model in their life.
I think that's absolutely beautiful when a core can just circle around someone and include them and accept them for who God made them and enjoy the gifts that God has given that person.
I have rheumatoid arthritis, so sometimes I cannot move correctly. He just came and hugged me and said, "I'm praying for you, I love you, I hope you feel better." It's just that loving nature of him that we really appreciate.
You know how they used to say, like, when everybody had their gods, but they called our God the God of Jacob or the God of, I want God to be so prominent in our life that they say that's the God of Angela, Dalton, and Ricky, you know what I mean? The things he's going to do in our life, you'll be able to tell it was God because it was not us, because we can't even handle this ourselves. One thing, like planning for his future stuff, I always think about, I know he's going to have somewhere in the Salvation Army. I feel comfortable with that, knowing he'll always have a place.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and share it. We are always posting content, so don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for helping us share change.